It's all about Shane O'Mac. More about this in a moment. Welcome to the Wrestling Council. I am your host, Comic Book Bob. I'm joined as always by my good friend Hollywood Frank.
Boom, baby.
You can catch us here every Tuesday, Eastern Standard Time, talking about all the cool things in wrestling this week. Real quick before we get started, we got Leg Kicker. He says, hail, leg kick. Thanks for being here, brother. To everybody else that's going to... Courtney says, what's up, y'all?
What's up, Courtney?
And, you know, as always, when someone says, what's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
Hello.
What's up?
What's up? One of these days, I'm going to update that damn thing. But welcome to everybody that's joined us. Welcome to everybody that's going to be joining us later. Appreciate all of y'all. Like it says, what's up, Courtney? How's it going? Courtney kicking ass on that rowing machine.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, shit. Too loud.
Good job, Courtney.
But yeah. Interesting week in wrestling.
Start off with a bang Wednesday night, baby.
Interesting week in wrestling. Yes. But as always, before we get into that, we start off with our favorite segment: the good, the bad, and the ugly. I went last week. Frank, give us your good, bad, and ugly.
My time. Hey, you're talking about swag, Courtney. Got my because we're at All Elite.
Oh yeah, Beach Break in Cleveland.
In Cleveland,
0 degree weather.
Hat, my new flag.
Yeah, I got one too. I just didn't put it up.
And Adam Cole, baby.
Because you know it's all about the boom.
My new shirt. So good. Beach Break, baby.
Your boys at Beach Break.
Especially, thank you, Courtney. Especially that first match, Sammy Guevara versus Cody Rhodes. That ladder match was.
Dude, that was. I actually went back and rewatched that, man.
So did I. Seeing it live,
that ladder
crowd reaction. TV doesn't do it justice, honestly.
No.
I mean, you can feel the excitement from the fans there on TV, but being there and seeing those moves off the ladder, woo! Oh my god,
dude! I'm gonna tell you something, man. Those ladders live, they are a lot higher. They look like you. I don't know what it is about television. You kind of lose. I mean, they look high on television. They look really high in person. Like when Sammy set that big ladder up, I was like, dude, if you come off that, you're gonna die.
Yeah, I mean, seeing that diamond cutter and Cody's
his crossroads off the and then
off the ladder.
Sammy doing the swanton.
Yeah, I mean
onto the ladder and it didn't break. Jeez, dude.
That was the best match of the night. To me, that was the best match of the night. And congratulations to Sammy winning the TNT championship.
Yep.
But that's my good. My bad is continues to be the other direction. Continues to be WWE, and my bad is Royal Rumble. In general, I think I
agree with you.
I was expecting better. I mean, I was excited a couple years ago when the crowds were back into it and Lesnar was running roughshod over everybody, and McIntyre came out and took Lesnar out of the Rumble match. That was just the fans were so excited. And to see a couple years later, what happened Saturday was terrible.
Yeah. It was
And
I after like as we were watching, I was like, it was okay. This was okay. And then as I started, like after I had a chance to digest, I was like, God damn, that was boring. That was like,
and my ugly is just WWE has no idea right now what they're doing with
anybody.
Lashley's title. Because you have Elimination Chamber and you have Lesnar declared that he's going after Reigns' title at WrestleMania, but they insert him into the Elimination Chamber. I don't know. I really don't know what they're doing because, like I said, they have no idea at all what they're doing with Lashley and the WWE title. I go on and on about Royal Rumble, but I've got to turn over to my partner, let him do his GBU because
oh God. Like I said, I had a chance to digest the Rumble this week after we watched it. And give me 1 second here. See.
I agree with that, Courtney, right there. Right. And I know Bob does too.
Yeah, I refuse to call her by Dewdrop. She's Piper Niven to me. Screw that crap. And and honestly, I feel really bad for both her and Becky. But all right, so my good. Let's start off with something good, man. Friggin' your boys at Beach Break. It was cold as hell standing out there. It took about 20 minutes for me to feel my fingers. But I'm gonna tell you what, man. Once we got in there, we made some new friends while we were there. A couple of guys that signed up to the channel. Hopefully, they're gonna watch this later. Maybe they'll show up during the show. Had a lot of fun just talking with other fans and just being a part of what was going on, man.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. I want to thank those guys for subscribing and picking up. I mean, we met some great guys there, and for them to not know us and subscribe to our channel and hopefully be a part of the Wrestling Council with our fans would be great. And things like that helped us grow. So thank you guys.
Helped us just get through the day because God, it was cold. But yeah, just like, and it's just like the last time. And you know what I'm gonna do? I've actually got all those video clips from when we were there the first time. I'm gonna sit down this weekend and I'm gonna, because we're gonna get snowed in. By the way, yeah, pray for your boys because we're about to get killed up here, up in the Great White North.
Yeah, possible foot to foot and a half by the time everything's said and done.
Yeah, Montecito said, "Hey people, what's up, Courtney?" But yeah, and seeing that ladder match live, man, holy shit. That was just, and then we also got to see Rampage. We weren't able to talk about it, but just seeing Moxley back in action, man. Like, I love the dude. And props to Anthony Bowens, man. Just the whole show overall. Even the FTR versus Lee Johnson and Brock Anderson, even though Brock Anderson and Lee Johnson are greener than goose shit, it was every match was fun. Every match was fun. Just because it was live, you know. Yeah. Even Jade Cargill versus Julie Hart. I mean, it was only 4 minutes long, but there you go. Jurassic Express versus Private Party just showed you how far those guys have come. But yeah, it was just getting to see, because here's the thing: I've never seen CM Punk live.
No,
never seen CM Punk live. I'm about to see you dick.
and
you guys regard us because you're in Cleveland.
And the fan that we're so happy to see Wardlow out there.
Oh my God, dude! I don't know if it came across that way. The same on television.
Yeah, it did not.
People were losing their minds for him, and it was just cool to see him out there and see him talk. And like I said, man, Dynamite is live is an experience. It really is. And we'll talk more about the matches and everything, but that's my good. My bad. The freaking Royal Rumble was boring. I mean, just And we're going to talk about that too, because a lot of news is coming out, a lot of heat on certain people. That was awesome too. By the way, Danhausen coming from just being pulled out from underneath the friggin' ring was hilarious. But yeah, Danhausen is all elite. They announced it right after that happened. But there's so much cool stuff. We're going to talk about more. But the Royal Rumble was just boring. It's just completely very uninspired. Not booked the way I would do, but there's a reason behind that. And then the backlash against Shane McMahon. Whoo! There is some spice going on backstage in WWE, man. They are pissed at him because, and we'll get more into that, because apparently Vince put him in charge of the men's Royal Rumble match, and he basically tried to book the whole damn thing around himself. Yep. And just buried people. And we'll talk more about that. But I was expecting someone else. Yeah, that was one thing about it that it was a little disappointing that we didn't get Johnny Cleveland. But then again, his wife's due what any day now?
Sometime in February.
So I think Johnny is coming to AEW, but I think he's going to wait until his baby's born. So we might not see him for a couple of months. No more WWE. I sat through with you guys and I was bored out of my skull and I wasn't even watching it. Yeah, it was bad. Yeah. But no, we got to talk about the stuff that's going on backstage, man, because a lot of people are just spilling tea left and right, and we can't ignore it. So, but that's my good, my bad, my ugly, man. All right, let's talk about Beach Break.
Yeah, and fans out there who are following us, throw out your GBU.
Yeah, what was your guys' good, bad, and ugly? Let us know.
Beach Break.
And I heard that, Courtney, that there's a rumor they're releasing another batch of wrestlers on Thursday, which if that happens, geez.
An hour and a half in single-digit win show we waited to get into the Wolstein Center. It was cold. Dude. I mean, I had gloves on. I took my hand like this, put a glove back on.
Dude, I've never been warm. I've been so glad to have folds because I could take my frozen hands and put it underneath my fat fold and try to stay warm. God, it was terrible outside. But I'm gonna tell you, like I said, man, hanging with those guys and talking wrestling and stuff, that helped make that time fly by. And once we were inside, it was awesome. If you can, and I'm telling these guys right now, if you can go to a live AEW show, go. It's awesome. Yeah. It's an experience, man. It really is. And then there's a possibility New Japan might be coming to Cincinnati, and if that happens, we gotta go. We gotta go, man.
That'd be nice. That would be nice.
I've gone to WWE shows. I've gone to WCW shows. Gone to an ECW show. Gone to AEW shows. Gotta go see New Japan. But and just like a lot of people said that they thought that the card for Beach Break was a little lacking. There was no world title defense on there. But I'm gonna tell you what, from the perspective of a person who went there, it was awesome. It was awesome.
I will tell you this. From AEW to WWE. AEW, you didn't know really who it could have gone either way with Cody or Sammy Guevara. It could have gone either way with Orange Cassidy and Adam Cole, baby.
I was actually stunned by that.
You don't know the outcomes of all these matches. When Rousey comes out
she's winning
the Rumble, you know she's winning. When Lesnar comes out at number 30,
yep.
The other guys might as well just jumped over the rope and headed to the back because you knew what was happening.
By the way, I was right. I told you what was going to happen.
You were right.
Everybody was saying, no, they wouldn't do that. I was like, dude, you're thinking the way you would book it. You got to look at what WWE has been doing. I knew Lesnar was dropping that belt to Bobby.
But you knew as soon as they came out, it was over. Rousey comes out at 25, is done.
Yeah.
Lesnar 30 is done.
Yeah.
You didn't know the outcomes of the matches in AEW.
No,
Some of them,
dude,
yeah. You knew
who was probably going to win, most likely going to win.
You knew Jay Cargill was going to win.
Oh yeah, you're not going to put that belt there and have her lose.
Yeah, things like that are going to happen, but you didn't know Sammy, Cody.
Yep,
Orange
Sammy
Cassidy.
and Cody.
And you didn't know Danhausen was going to be there and come out. I mean, there's surprises there. I mean, you knew majority of these people. You heard about Shane McMahon was going to come out at going to be in the role, but you knew Lita was going to be there. You knew Mickey James was going to be. You knew a lot of the people that were there were there. You didn't know Sarah Logan.
There were no surprises.
How long was she in the ring? 5 minutes,
if that. Man. And the other thing too is all the storyline stuff. That's what the Rumble usually is. It's surprise appearances and storyline stuff. Okay, there were 3 major storylines going on in WWE right now. The Randy Orton Riddle stuff. You've got Dominic and Rey Mysterio, and you've got Seth, was it Brock?
You got Reigns,
Lesnar, and you got that going on. 2 of those storylines, there were supposed to be things that happened in the Rumble that were going to further the storyline. And then the women, I think you've got you have the possibility of Becky and Rousey, which is a storyline everyone's like this thing was never resolved. Yep. So there's that. They didn't do anything with any of it. None of it. It's stupid. I'm just watching this thing going, is anything going to happen? But yeah, it's apples and oranges, man. And then there's another match that we didn't know the outcome from. That was the Inner Circle versus Daniel Garcia in 2.0. Yeah. Dude, major storyline stuff coming out of that when Jericho was basically like, all right, screw you guys, I'm leaving. And even though and then also I can't wait till tomorrow. I can't wait till tomorrow. Dynamite's going to be amazing because there's so much storyline stuff that was furthered last week at Beach Break, man. I think the Inner Circle's done. Inner Circle's done.
Yeah, and AEW doesn't rush through the angles. They slow,
long-term storytelling.
But and I'm not trying to be a WWE hater. It's just it's night and day with the product right now. Yeah. WWE McMahon doesn't care. He's made his money. He could care less.
Dude, the stories coming out of the backstage of the Royal Rumble and everything that happened, it's 100% clear. Yeah. Vince doesn't give a shit.
Rewriting the Royal Rumble from I heard about 15, 20 times.
Well,
the rest doesn't even know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, that's why it felt so chaotic. And everything. Here's the thing, though, I didn't know this, but this came out because Nia Jax had an interview that she did. Some really interesting stuff came out of that. They've announced they've only announced 3 matches so far. Yeah, they'll do more. Mouse says it's okay, Hollywood, they earned it. Yeah, that's the thing, man. I love the WWE. I just don't like it. I don't like seeing it being a shadow of its former self. That's what really bothers me. And knowing the level of talent that they have there, it's awesome. I was actually surprised that Shane was there, that his grandmother passed away. I don't think he and his grandmother are close. I mean, I could be wrong. But then again, it's like when dad says you show up, you show up.
Yeah.
But the thing is but talking about how this Rumble felt so bland. Shane was in charge of booking this entire Rumble. And in the years past, guess who was in charge? Triple H.
Yep.
The last 5 or 6 years, I think at least, he's the guy that's been in charge. And we've seen what they've done to him. They've basically erased him from the company. So Vince put Shane in charge of of the Rumble. And the guy literally tried to book it all around himself. And even though he didn't win, he was still one of the final 4 people in the Royal Rumble. Yeah, he comes out. Shane comes out. His 52-year-old self, who can't wrestle for shit. Shane doesn't know how to wrestle. You know what Shane's popular for? Doing crazy spots. That's what Shane does. Yeah, the coast to coast shit, falling off of stuff. It's, that's what Shane's famous for. He's not famous for being a good wrestler. He's not a good wrestler. He could talk shit really well. He's pretty good on the stick, and he's willing to take a crazy bump, but he's not particularly good. But he gets in there and he outpunches. First off, I want to show you, he outpunches Matt Riddle, who's a legit MMA guy. Okay. This is the level of his ego. He outpunches Matt Riddle and he eliminates Kevin Owens.
Yep.
What? It's like, I'm watching, like, literally, this was my reaction to that whole thing. What? What the fuck? That was literally my reaction. I don't know if it came across in the video when I was like, but I don't know if I was too tired at that point, but I'm literally like this. Why? And good God, dude, he looked like he was about to die.
And he can't even get himself out of the ring right.
No, and this is okay. Remember the last storyline he was involved in. So with Braun Strowman is this dude has go away heat. Vince thinks he has like legit heat. No, he has go away. He has go away heat. Jeez.
And Shane's gonna be at Elimination Chamber and Royal Rumble,
and
not Royal Rumble, WrestleMania. I mean,
no, I learned my lesson last time. I'm not shaving my face in front of anybody. Hicks Villain said punches and bunches.
Yes,
welcome, brother.
So we got off track a little bit there because originally we were talking about Beach Break.
We talk about Beach Break, but dude, even like I said, it comes across different when you watch it on television, but when you're live, man, every match was fun. The interview, Britt, people you either love her or you hate her. I love Britt Baker. Dude, she can talk shit. She learned how to talk shit really, really well. And when she came out and she just went off on friggin' Cleveland, being a Pittsburgh fan. Dude, I felt a little. I was like, I'm like, I don't usually take this stuff seriously, but I'm like, hey, you can move on from this shit now.
Cleveland, you have a Baker that knows how to win.
Oof. Poor Baker Mayfield. It was something else, man. Punk's interview, god dang, that was so good. That was so cool seeing him out there. Like I said, I've never seen him live. I can now say I saw CM Punk live. I didn't get to see him wrestle. I got to see him talk. And man, Britt needs to teach Rousey how to talk. Rebecca. Yeah. DMD if you're nasty. But yeah, I would say for me, man, the highlight was 100% Sammy and Cody. Dude, look, man. I want Cody to turn heel too. But man, this booing him thing, man, that's gotta go away. The guy's just awesome. He's too good. I miss the babyface Bob. Yeah, well, he's dead and buried forever. Yesterday you see his ass whooped. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I am so high on friggin' MJF. MJF, the friggin' FTR. I love those guys, man. And they came out, and it just the way Max, he knows when to stop. He knows when to let things sink in. He knows when to start talking. He's the Ric Flair of his generation. I'm telling you right now. Could he be a little bit better in the ring? I think he's pretty damn good in the ring. Could he be a little bit better? Sure he could. But he's only 25. It's like, God, we got this dude for another 25 freaking years, guys. This guy's gonna be doing this till he's 50. Okay? Even if he retires when most people do, he's got 20 years of this dude.
Yeah, he can pull a Flair and be doing
until he's
60. He can pull a Sting and be doing stuff in his 60s.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, AEW AEW friggin' they mined the friggin' diamond mine when they got Maxwell Jacob Freeman, MJF, Sammy Guevara, and Darby Allin. When they found those 4 dudes, whew, and then they signed guys like Bryan Danielson and John Moxley, like the cream of the crop of their current generation. Anybody who says that AEW is going to be gone in 5 years is a fool.
Yeah, and then they got Hook and Britt Baker
Hook,
and
Britt,
yeah.
Chris Statlander, freaking Red Velvet impressed the hell out of me during that match with her and Layla Hirsch. I mean, Layla is really undersized. It's unfortunate. If she was like 3 or 4 inches taller, she'd be perfect. But all these people who came in and were so green and just so and needed to elevate their game, and to see how far they've come in the 2 years that they've been there. Holy hell, man. It was so cool to see live.
I forgot Jungle Boy. I mean, there's another guy.
I don't know. I said Jungle Boy.
What did you? Okay.
Yeah.
It. But they got they're young talent pools.
Jeez,
oh my God.
And then to get guys like Daniel Garcia, dude, that guy's freaking awesome. Watching him live, I'm like, this dude can move. This guy's got like shades of friggin' Will Ospreay, man.
And bringing in the best tag team out
FTR.
there.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you what, man. Like I said, watching these guys live, it was a completely different experience. Best match was 100% Cody versus Sammy. I really liked the 6-man tag between Jericho, Santana, Ortiz. The story they told in that ring was awesome. The way it went down, and I just like seeing Santana Ortiz get back in there. Moxley putting over friggin' Anthony Bowens. Dude, I'm gonna tell you something. The acclaimed are one of those teams like just a couple more years. You give them a couple more years, and they keep going the way that they're going. Those guys are going to be a top tag team. They really are. That like I was really impressed. And then Moxley put him over without making himself look weak. I thought that was awesome. Like I said, even the Brock Brock Anderson and Lee Johnson versus FTR, dude. That's how good FTR is. FTR took these 2 green dudes, these dudes who were beyond green. I don't think Brock has had 30 matches, dude. He's beyond green, man. That dude's still in the friggin' eggshell.
And oh my God, just like his freaking dad, though.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you something right now. His dad, he needs to put on about another 20 pounds of muscle, and just like watch every tape he can find of his dad and learn how to wrestle just like his freaking dad. The Lynn Bowens is the talented one of the group. I'm gonna tell you, Garcia versus Gresham, man, that would be a match. I would love to see that match. But FTR, in my opinion, best tag team in the world.
And I'd love to see what they're gonna do with Danhausen.
That's gonna be fun, dude. I don't know where he fits though. With the best friends, I guess. But even Orange Cassidy was like, "Who the hell is this dude?" Danhausen's just he's a character, man. And Jade, they booked Jade exactly like they should. It was like a 4 or 5 minute match. She squashed her. That's exactly how Jade needs to be used until she gets better, until she learns more. Like I said, she's got everything except the knowledge and the experience. So, but and then Jurassic Express versus Private Party, man. I honestly, okay, so this is controversial. What did you think about the end of that match with the Ass Boys coming in?
I mean, you knew it was
going to happen.
Yeah, you knew it was going to happen. Just trying to build that storyline up with the Ass Boys and Jurassic Express, which is fine. I mean, it keeps them relevant. It gets those guys in there.
I think the reason why people didn't like it is because the Gun Club, you either love the Gun Club or you hate them. Okay, because to be honest, they're kind of green too. They're getting better. They've gotten a lot better. But was it Colton? Is the Colton the short one or the tall one? Who's the oldest? Courtney will know. Courtney, who's the oldest of the guns? The taller, skinnier one. He's the one who he really needs to season up. Yeah, it's exactly. It's a transitional feud. I don't have a problem with it. But here's the difference. Here's the difference between WWE and AEW. They didn't run in until the Austin is the short one. Okay, so Colton is the tall one. Colton's the one that needs more seed. Austin's he's developing good. Colton needs a lot more time in the ring, but I think he'll be okay. I think they'll make a good, decent mid-card tag team. But here's the difference between between the way AEW does booking and WWE does booking. WWE would have had them interfere before the match was over.
Yeah,
they would have stolen the win from Jurassic Express. AEW lets the finish happen. That's a huge difference, dude. And if you go back and you look at Royal Rumble, you'll see my issues with the Seth versus Roman
my God.
match.
Dude, that match was so good. So good.
And then
the last couple minutes is just like,
that stupidity. And then the Brock versus Lashley match was exactly what we all expected it to be. And then that friggin' finish. And I was just like, after that finish, I was like, dude, I'm done.
Yeah. And people I read online, oh yeah, Lashley finally slayed the beast.
No, he didn't.
What did? He got outside interference because the referee went down and Reigns came in there and beat the crap out of him and then hit him with the belt. Lashley did not slay the beast.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, though. What was the other thing that I said? I said I said Lesnar's gonna lose the match. Lashley's gonna take the belt. And then
Lesnar's gonna
go in the Rumble and he's gonna win. And then he's gonna get the belt back from Lashley at Elimination Chamber. And it's gonna be champion versus champion. And it's gonna be Brock 2 belts. It's either going to be Brock 2 belts or Roman 2 belts. I think I'm more likely it's going to be Brock. I'm telling you, dude, everything I said is falling into place. It's not what I want. It's not what I would do, but WWE wants. It's the way that they do things. Yeah. And that's the other thing too. Where the hell's Asuka?
Yeah.
That is bullshit.
Where was Cesaro?
Look, man. I like Johnny Knoxville. Okay. He had no reason to be in that damn match. Bad Bunny. At least Bad Bunny did something. Bad Bunny was probably the best thing in the freaking Royal Rumble.
I like Bad Bunny. I like Bad Bunny.
Shane didn't need to be in the Royal Rumble. That's a spot that Cesaro could have had. That's a spot that somebody from NXT put some friggin' Gunther. Put some friggin' respect on their name, you know? It's
Yeah, and can't deny Bad Bunny.
Nope, can't deny
Bad Bunny. I give him the credit there. He puts the work in to be out there in the ring. He's not making a fool of himself. He's putting the work in, doing his due diligence to make WWE want to have him there and want to make himself better.
Yeah.
So
and here's the thing, dude. He was the most entertaining part of the entire Rumble.
Did Cesaro ask for his release?
I think there was I know there was a thing about him being released in 2005. And then the expectation is that he's probably going to walk once his contract's up. I haven't seen anything about him actually being released yet, but dude, it wouldn't surprise me. I'll have to look into it later, but yeah, guys, Breack was awesome, Rampage, and even the God, what were the dark matches?
Let me think. There was a lot of dark matches. Did I lose you, Rod?
God damn it.
No, there you are.
Yeah, I gotta fix it. I hit the wrong keyboard. I can't remember. There was an hour of dark before we.
Yeah, there's a lot of dark matches.
Yeah, but dude, there was some good. Oh, there was Jay Lethal was on dark. It was Lance Archer was on dark. All these people that are bitching about like Jay Lethal.
Zero Miedo.
Yeah, that was a really good match too. Penta was on dark. All these people who bitch about that Jay Lethal is on dark right now, dude. Like I said, once they figure out a storyline to work him into, he's gonna be. They're not gonna have that guy sitting in dark forever. But the thing is they're using dark. They're using dark to help set things up.
Yeah, I got the pick here. You had Ruby Soho and Serena Deeb.
Yeah,
not Serena Deeb. Not Serena Deeb. Thunder Rosa and Ruby Soho in that match with those two girls.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name, to be honest with you.
But yeah, I'm like everybody's bitching about Jay Lethal being on dark. I was like, dude, he's not gonna be there for long. And even so, dude, Moxley was on dark like a month before he left. I mean, come on. It's so stupid. Everybody's bitching about that shit. But now Steven had a question. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
He said, "Did you guys drove home that night or stay over?" We drove home.
Yeah, we stopped to have some breakfast. 24-hour restaurant. 24-hour restaurant.
Stop to warm ourselves up, man. Holy crap!
They had that one girl that the I can't remember her name, from the Cleveland area, the redhead.
Yeah. Oh, super redhead. It was like, good lord, dude, looked like the freaking Joker. But she was pretty good. They'll use Jay when they do the Four Horsemen storyline. Yeah, yes, they will.
They need to do a Black Machismo though.
Dude, he did a little bit of it in the ring, which was cool. He did a little. He was like, "Ooh, yeah." I think you're right, Courtney. He'll probably help coaching, but I also think that they're gonna work him into storylines. They have to, man. He's too good. He's too good, you know. And then the possibility that Gresham's gonna be coming over and doing some matches. I don't think we're getting the Briscoes until the pay-per-view, guys. I don't think we're getting the Briscoes until the pay-per-view, which is unfortunate because I really, really, really want the Briscoes. But yeah, it's looking more and more like that's not going to happen until I love G. Yeah, he's a future champion. Dude, I'd love to see them put the TNT belt on him here within like the next 6 months or so. Dude, can you imagine? Like, I want to see him in a program against Cody. I really, really want to see him in a program against Cody. Yeah, it does kind of suck, but you know what? When it happens, we'll love it even more. Because I know that they're doing part of that series with the NWA. Which I can't remember off the top of my head. That's why you waste the Briscoes to get your head. Why would you waste the Briscoes in Cleveland to get your head out? I didn't think the Briscoes were coming out. Because FTR wasn't on the card. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, they're actually the first. Kalen King, that's right. That's who it was. Kalen King. The Briscoes are going in the Ring of Honor Hall of Fame. Yeah, actually, I think they're the first entrance in the Ring of Honor Hall of Fame. The Crockett Cup. That's what it is. Yeah, they're doing the Crockett Cup, and the Briscoes announced for it. So that'll be dope. That'll be really good.
I liked Penta versus oh my god,
Serpentico, yeah. Dude, I just like Penta. Period, man. I love that dude.
Slap,
dude. That's slap. That's another thing too, guys. When these dudes do those friggin' chops, those chops and those slaps, you talk about echoing. Man, that slap that Penta hit Serpentico with sounded like a gunshot. I was like, woo. The chops that Moxley was putting on Bowens. Jeez. After that was over, man, he had to go back in the locker room and be like, "You all right, kid?"
Yeah, and I didn't look at it on the TV when I watched Dynamite again, but man, seeing Cody's back, oh my god, woo,
dude. After that senton that he did when Cody was rolling back in the ring, dude, you could literally see where like the impact caused, like, you know, like that bleeding underneath the skin. There's just those lines down his back. Like I said, it's a live experience. It's crazy, guys. And when the sound that thing made when he hit it, I watched it. It didn't sound the same on television. It was like ka-dunk. It was like it sounded like you could tell meat hit meat. And when that ladder didn't break, I was just like, yikes, dude. And I guess on Sammy's new blog, they asked him about it. He's like, dude, he was like, it hurt so bad. I guess when he landed, he said it knocked the air out of him. He's like Sammy was like he hit, he was like, so I'm like, well, no kidding, dude. Like, you're lucky you didn't kill yourself. But
like Bob said, if you ever get a chance to go to AEW,
yes,
it's well worth it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And to be able to get Dark, Rampage, and Dynamite all in one night.
Wow, dude, that was awesome. It was a little over 4 hours of wrestling, but it was awesome. It was fun. You can see actually watch his go to Sammy's vlog, his video vlog, and watch it. And he actually talks about it. I think he showed it too.
Yeah. But we wouldn't be remiss without talking some Raw or Royal Rumble news. And it started off great. I mean, originally
awesome.
Originally, it was supposed to be Lesnar versus Lashley in the first match. That's what was advertised as being the curtain jerker.
And they even said it. They even said it when the show
on the
started.
Kickoff. Yeah, the kickoff show. That's what they're saying. That was supposed to be the curtain jerker, but they went with Reigns versus Rollins
because
and it was a good match. It was a really good match.
Yeah, it was a fantastic match until the finish. I love that Rollins came out with the Shield gimmick, came out of the crowd with the tactical vest on and everything. I'm still not completely sold on this Joker kind of character, this kind of sociopathic character that he's playing, but just the stuff he did, like when he tried to fist bump him in the middle of a match, I'm like, that's really good. That's really good storytelling right there. That's really good in-ring storytelling. It's the goofy shit at the end. And then here's the other thing that pissed me off. He took like 20 chair shots? He got friggin' wrecked at the end of that match. He shows up on Raw and he's fine. He's like, it's like nothing. I'm like, really? What happened to like back in the day when somebody got friggin' annihilated? They would show back up on the next show that they were on, and they'd be all bandaged up and like limping and stuff like that. No, he just it's like complete no-sell. It's like, and the whole reason, and here's the thing, Rollins was actually supposed to be in the Royal Rumble too. He was supposed to be in the Royal Rumble too. He was supposed to be one of the last 4 guys so that he would be in Elimination Chamber. But here's the thing. Vince said, and this is where I just kind of go, huh? Vince said he didn't think it would be realistic if he took all those chair shots and was just showed up in the Royal Rumble. I'm like, but showing up the next night on Raw like nothing's wrong is okay?
2 nights. Actually, 2 nights.
Whatever. It's because it's supposed to be on Sunday. Still, I'm like, what? Your logic makes sense here, although the finish was dumb, but it doesn't make sense here. This is why WWE pissed me off. It's why it just drives me crazy.
And just the fans booing the end of that match.
Yeah, and they're
before the chair shots.
Before the chair shot,
the end of the match.
Yes, they hated the end of the match. All of the apologists said that no, they weren't booing the end of the match. They were booing Reigns beating him down with the chair. I was like, no, dude, no, go watch it again. They were booing the end of that match before that even happened because everybody thought it was stupid. Everybody. And yeah, yes, Courtney, you're right. One of the original ideas was for Riddle to win the Royal Rumble. Okay, like I said, there are storylines that are running through the WWE right now. And one of the most popular ones is RK Bro. And we know that at some point Randy's going to turn on him. The seeds were supposed to have been laid during the Royal Rumble. And that was the original idea was that Riddle was going to eliminate Randy by accident. And someone said that there were even that they were there and they were actually practicing the spot. I can't remember who it was that was supposed to eliminate Randy. But what was supposed to happen is Riddle and Randy were flipping the guy over the top. So it had to be somebody pretty big. And then as he was going over, he grabs Randy and pulls him over with him. So that's what was supposed to happen. But again, Shane took control of the show because his daddy gave it to him and he booked the shit around himself, which is stupid. And like they said that they changed the Rumble. I think someone said like 14 times, literally 14 times. Like they changed when people were going to be coming out. They changed the order and the rotation. They changed who was the final 4 or 5 guys. And originally, the way it was supposed to be set up, it was supposed to be Brock and Drew McIntyre were the last two, which they were, but they were supposed to have about 3 or 4 minutes of just the two of them to help, put, to give us the match like they had because we Drew eliminated him last year.
Yep.
I can't talk tonight. But that was supposed to be the big thing. That was supposed to be the big finish. But because of the way they did everything, and because and this is the way WWE has done things in the past, it's not always 90 seconds. It's not always a minute and a half between each person. Sometimes they shave 10 seconds off here, 10 seconds off there, so that they can have the time at the end that they want to do the thing that they want. For some reason, they didn't do that this time. I think it's because Shane was in charge. Shane took a shit on everybody.
Yeah.
So that's basically what happened.
Yeah,
he lost the run. Yeah. Leg Kick said Lance Archer versus Adam Page for world title would be awesome. Yeah, well, I love Lance Archer, dude. Have Archer win it, so when Wardlow turns face, he has a dominant big man as his rival. They're not taking that belt off of Hangman anytime soon, unfortunately.
I feel bad for Piper Niven and the Becky Lynch match because that could have been so good, but
nobody cared.
Yeah, you also had the WrestleMania sign caught on fire for the second time.
It caught on fire twice that night.
Yeah, for the second time.
Yeah, and they actually
second time it caught on fire.
Instead of like going to the people that were there and saying, "Hey, we're really," because they had evacuated, get away from it.
That section, yeah. So
yeah, so
go away,
rather than
and then come back, and then go away again later, and then come back.
And rather than like apologizing to them and saying, "Hey, and like doing something good for those people because of what happened," they said, "Hey, when like the segment right before Brock won, they made everybody get up and leave, just in case when he pointed at the sign, it caught on fire again." And they didn't. I'm like, no, you tell those people, "Hey, we're really sorry about what happened here. We're going to refund your tickets or something," like something. You do something good for them. No, just get out. No, we need you guys. We need you guys to leave. Get out. That's the mentality of WWE today. It really sucks. It really sucks. When I heard that story, I was like, dude, I'd be pissed. But dude, I felt really bad for Piper Niven and Becky because there was no build up to that match. You could tell the crowd was flat. Nobody cared. Everybody knew that she wasn't winning that she wasn't beating Becky. Everybody knew that. And then on Raw. It's everybody knows that the match that everybody wants is Ronda versus Becky, which is what it was supposed to be before Charlotte got inserted into it. Before ended up being a good match. Like I said, it's just the finish was shit. But then they know that. So who are they going to have her go up against at WrestleMania? Freaking Charlotte.
Yeah, well,
it's freaking dumb.
Then they got Lita versus Becky Lynch at Elimination Chamber.
Which, I mean, fine, great. Have, as long as she puts Becky over.
Well, yeah. Well, she didn't do Mickey James any favors.
Nope. Which really sucked.
I was so looking forward to Mickey James being in there, but
Mickey James should have been one of the last four or five. I can understand her not being one of the last four because that means she would be in the Elimination Chamber. But like the last 5 or 6, like let her go for a while, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Nope. She was out of there in what was like 4 or 5 minutes. She may have lasted a little bit longer than that, but yeah, she was. It was a nothing thing. And yeah, it sucks. But then again, like I said, I don't think they had any direction for this. I don't think anybody. I think Triple H was in charge. Who was in charge of the booking for the? I think he was in charge of both matches.
I think so.
But at least this time, but at least the women had some surprises. Some people. I mean, they weren't the best, but at least they were. Some people are like, okay, what the hell? Where'd she come from?
I was not a fan of seeing the Bella twins in there again.
The Botch twins.
Yeah.
Dude,
they're eliminating this person and that person, this person and that person.
Dumb.
Like, why?
Dude, how about the fact that Alicia Fox comes back and the first thing she does is she botches a move?
Of course.
It was like, look, if you're a fan of her, that's great. She broke down a lot of boundaries, but man, she was a botch machine. Mickey eliminated her old rival, so not yeah, that was pretty cool. It was pretty cool to see that, but still, and then the Sonya God damn it, dude, the shit with Sonya Deville and Naomi, that thing's been going on since, guys, that storyline has been going on since August, and we still don't know why she hates Naomi.
Yeah, and then you had the other Funkadactyl Cameron come out for about 15 seconds.
Hot second. she looked good, though.
Before Sonya Deville comes in and eliminates her.
Yeah. Again, another thing with this, when you go, what? It's like, oh, you know that she and Naomi are friends. I'm like, no, they're not. But before she left, they were in a feud. They hated each other. She goes back and like,
then you had the botch move by Kelly.
That was bad. I'll tell you.
You had the botch elimination by Natalya.
Yeah.
Who came back in the ring and got thrown out again.
Yeah, that was weird. The thing that was really sad though about the Rumble was when Kofi went for that move and his feet hit the ground. Like the camera should not have been on him like that. It should have been like elevated up so that you couldn't see his feet. But dude, the way he landed on that barricade, I was like, oh jeez, dude. Like, because people forget there's a wooden frame inside that barricade. I think it might be made out of steel. It's like the top part of it's flat. It's like a flat piece of like wood or steel. Dude, he landed on that right on his sternum. It was like you could hear like a thud, like the thud. It was like, shit, dude. I know they're best friends in real life, but in storyline, they were fighting each other when she left. So it's like they're not friends. It was just weird. It was such a slapdash show, is what it really comes down to.
Yeah. Then you have Ronda Rousey come out at number 25, and you knew, like you said,
immediately like, oh, well, that's it. She wins. A lot of talent that should have been put over, like young talent, like Rhea Ripley, got crushed. And and then the men's Rumble was boring. So I didn't go in it wanting to hate it, dude. The Rumble is the one WWE pay-per-view that I'm always usually like pleasantly surprised by.
Yeah.
And this year it was just dog shit.
Yeah, there's some good surprises. I mean, but
it was disappointing. And
Molly Holly, Ivory, the whole Nikki Ash.
I thought Ivory was cool. Her coming out to the right to censor thing, I thought that was kind of cool. Molly getting destroyed by Nikki was a little bit of a surprise. I didn't expect it. I would have rather seen the two of them go at it for a while and then have Nikki beat her. But I understand why they did it, because they're setting. She's a heel now. She's a villain. Should be Nikki ASV, almost a villain,
almost a super villain.
Almost a super villain, yeah.
And I thought Michelle McCool looked really good.
All of them looked pretty good. It's just like a lot of them.
Not Kelly.
Kelly looked rough, but more than that though, it was like a lot of them came in there and you could tell they hadn't been in the ring in a long time, because there was botched moves left and right.
Yeah, Melina let herself go a little bit.
Dude, she's what, 40 something? I mean, come on, man. I hope I look that good. Well, I've already passed the 40s.
Sasha looked good in her Sailor Moon outfit.
That was the best outfit of the entire night. I give props to that. That was some good cosplay. Yeah, and like I agree. Having Shane in there instead of Finn Balor, the hell, man.
Have Shane in there instead of Cesaro?
Finn is not going to get any love until his contract is up. And if he's smart, he'll leave.
He's not going to get any love, and neither is Cesaro.
No. Finn, yeah, I know he was out of the country, but he was out of the country because they told him they didn't need him. So, what's the excuse for Cesaro? But yeah, it's in bringing it all together, and in summation, Beach Break was awesome. If you can go to an AEW event live, do it. It's fantastic. It's so much fun. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm giving her a pass. She had breast cancer. So, Raw was meh. Royal Rumble was mid at best. And if there is another wave of releases coming, God help the WWE.
If there's another wave of releases coming, put Mustafa Ali in that list.
Dude, you know how vindictive Vince is. If you get in Vince's face about something, he will make it his mission in life to make you miserable. Yeah. Oh yeah, I know of at least 3 people that turned them down. Was it both the members of the Iconics, both the members of Iconics and Nia Jax.
Yep.
Nia Jax turned her down. And that was and if you can find that interview with Nia Jax, it's really interesting because she talks about she actually called John Laurinaitis on his bullshit about the whole budget cut thing. She said, okay, well, she told them that she would take a pay cut. And she said there was a long pause, and he says, well, it's other things. So she's basically, so basically that's bullshit. So basically the budget cut thing is bullshit. And he was like, yeah, it's bullshit.
And with Raw last night, they advertised Elimination Chamber qualifying match with Austin Theory versus Kevin Owens.
Yep.
Kevin Owens will never go to Saudi Arabia.
Yes.
Ever.
No.
So
he's best friends with Sami Zayn.
He's gone on record as saying he'll never go there.
Right. So that match was pointless. It was stupid. Anybody who follows him knows.
You knew the outcome before the match was even. You knew the outcome as soon as the match was announced.
Yeah, and in that interview, she kind of like tries to say that it wasn't really her fault. She says she only injured 2 people. I'm like, that's not true. That's not true at all. But her insight into how things work in the back office was really interesting. So Jeff Hardy's going to be fine wherever he goes. Doesn't make any difference. We know he's going to AEW, but still. How about Cesaro should be the one to beat Lashley. Dude, Cesaro should have been a world champion a long time ago. Jax won't get the jab. She won't even get a fake card like everybody else. Dude, did you see that thing about those two women that got busted for selling fake jab cards?
1 point. So fake what cards?
Fake vaccination cards.
1.5 million, I think they got. How much they made?
Yeah, that's friggin' nuts. But anyway, guys, that's the show for this week. We had a lot of fun. At Summer Struggle. Definitely. Beach Break. Summer Struggle is New Japan. It's something that's coming up for New Japan. I'm sorry, but I still think it's
Adam
funny
Cole, baby, boom.
But yeah, guys, it's like we always say, it's a great time to be a wrestling fan. Go to as many live shows as you possibly can, guys, because being there live it's completely different. And we want to support the companies that we want. Like I said, if New Japan comes anywhere near us, we're going, dude. I don't care what happens to me. I don't care if I get shot. I will drag my corpse. That show.
Yeah.
Again, yeah, we got a Russian bot. We're legit now.
Yeah. I don't want to thank the guys that signed up for our stream. That stream.
Signed up for the channel.
Yeah, because it was great to have them there.
Yeah,
and, like I said, keeping us company and talking wrestling,
mm-hmm.
talking about the Mount Rushmore of wrestling, and talking about moves that have never been kicked out of.
Yep,
finishing moves. It was good.
And the longest running move that has not been kicked out of is the End of Days. Shocked the hell out of me, but there you go. Anyway, guys, thanks for being here, guys. That's the show for the week. We'll see you guys next Tuesday. Watch your wrestling this week, people. Take care. That's the wrong one.